Nuts and bolts. Three do's and three don'ts for people.
Well, one of the things is that when you're looking for a company, I believe that you really need to find a company that has management with integrity. And the internet's great there because you can go on and find out what the management is. If you just type in the head of the company and put scam behind him, you'll find out if he's been in other companies. You need to have a compensation plan that's going to help the part-timer. Since 92% of the people that come into the business are going to come in as part-timers.
Right.
And if they're not getting paid, guess what? They're not going to stick around.
Right.
And if there's an auto ship involved and they're not breaking even on even the auto ship, they're not going to make it either. And you do need remarkable products or services that are reasonably priced, because with the Walmarts and the Costco's and all the big box stores out there, you're competing against them as well. And you need to have available to those people an easily duplicatable system. You need to learn how to build relationships with people if you don't know. And you need to know how to train your downline so that they know how to duplicate the system that you're giving them.
Right. And three don'ts might be.
One is, don't be a salesman. Probably is the number one thing. Because if you're a salesman, and I was a salesman, and when I first came into business, and that's how I joined the NFL League. Don't forget that this is a people business, and don't be a non-communicator. You've got to talk to the people. Just because you have the internet, sending them an email doesn't do it. You got to pick up the phone and call them.
Right. Okay. Knowing what you know, okay, now, if you were starting right now with the knowledge that you had, what would you do if you were starting right now?
I do two things. Number one is I would build a local presence by getting involved with people in the area, and eventually would be holding meetings, as well as using the internet. And the reason being is that obviously I can reach a lot more people in a shorter period of time on the internet, and using the phone. You have to use the phone too. You just can't rely on the internet to sign people up. It doesn't happen. And but doing both will give you the opportunity to build a large organization over time.
Right. True or false, and your opinion why? Just like any other occupation, if we're going to be successful, we need to learn some skills.
Well, true. The thing is that if I was to become a doctor, you wouldn't expect me just to go get a doctor's uniform on and walk in and start operating on you. I have to learn what I'm doing.
Right.
And skills is probably the one thing that network marketing in the past has really not taught. And you have to teach people skills. You have to teach them how to advertise. You have to teach them how to prospect. You have to teach them how to follow up. You have to teach them how to keep records so they know what they're doing. And these are all skills, if you don't have, your business is not going to grow.
Well, I think one of the real nuggets that I picked up from you today, I mean, this is pure gold what you shared. You said doing some meetings as well as using the internet. And I think that there's too much focus on just internet, and that meetings are old school. And some of the people that are old school are anti-internet. So it's not hard to see why you've been so successful and in using both of those great arrows that are really available to everybody in our quiver. Absolute gold right there. Two old guys like us, here we are on the internet, but I'm also going out and doing a 10-minute coffee today with somebody to drop some information off. Hey, so people can get a real feel for your personality. I'm going to run 9 quick questions by you here. Just your knee-jerk reaction. So number 1, Rob, your favorite word?
My favorite word is love.
Beautiful. What's your least favorite word?
Try.
Another piece of gold. What turns you on?
Excitement, enthusiasm, things that are
And what turns you off?
Silence.
Okay. And what noise do you love to hear?
I love to sit at the beach and listen to the ocean lap up on the beach.
Right. And what noise do you hate?
It's the sound of a person taking their last breath before death.
Okay. What profession other than networking, if you tried another profession, would you like to attempt?
Well, I've done a lot of things in the past, and one thing that I always keep telling myself, I'd like to get into a position to where I became a motivational speaker.
Boy, you could do it, I'll tell you. I love hearing you. You got that great voice. I just want to climb in your lap and say, Grampy, tell me another story. I don't have that kind of voice. And what profession would you absolutely not want to attempt?
I wouldn't want to be a construction worker building skyscrapers. Those kind of heights on those little thin strips or whatever they're walking on just doesn't excite me.
Yeah, it feels like network marketing in reality if you're up there.
Yeah, right. That's true.
Last question, and thanks again for your time. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
As I'm standing there before St. Peter, and he's kind of asking the questions, and he looks at me and he says, "Congratulations. I'm looking here at your life history. I see that you have spent your whole life helping other people get what they want."
Well, Rob, I know in the short time we've got to know each other over the last several months, I can tell you that you've helped me, and this is going to help a lot of people. Thanks so much for taking time out of your busy day, and I hope Colorado is as beautiful today for you as Hawaii. Mark Januszewski, World's Laziest Networker with the legendary Rob Kenyon, and we'll see everybody at the top.